So can we start to see the selling momentum, right, in this counter called Singtel, right, Singapore Telecom continue, right? So this is the counter right over here and currently trading about $2.04. So today is the 30th of October 2020, and just yesterday we kind of like spotted a bit of bearish price actions, right? And it seems like sellers are kind of back to push prices lower. Hey guys, Joey here, top tier advisor in Philips Securities and chief trainer at Trading Impossible, right? So today is the Friday, alright, 30th of October 2020, and it seems like there can be a bit more downside. We'll just dive into the charts right now, and you can see that we have actually covered this counter somewhere last month, alright, when we were actually consolidating, alright, and the trend was pretty much in a downtrend, alright. We kind of had some downside targets that were drawn, right, because pretty much it was kind of hitting a bit of support, alright, at about that $2.10. So this is the chart right over. You can see that the longer term trend, right, the blue line, which is the 200 days moving average, and the red line, which is the 100 days moving average, are pretty much pointing down. Of course, in the short term, we did see a bit of consolidation just above that $2.10. It kind of rebounded to like $2.20, but sellers came back, alright, and took it back down. Alright, so over the past like 3 weeks, we have been holding above $2.10, but buyers just can't seem to hold any longer. And yesterday, alright, we kind of broke this level and we kind of went to like $2.04, right? Kind of close at $2.04. So it didn't look that good, I would say. I mean, this downtrend can pretty much still continue, alright, especially with it breaking that immediate $2.10 support that's been holding for about 3 weeks. Look at this, right? We can actually draw a downward sloping channel resistance line right over here as well, connecting all the high points, right, forming lower highs. So that's a sign of the downtrend as well in terms of the mid to long term. That's formed, I would say, since COVID hit in somewhere around February, March, when it broke that $3 to $3.10 support level. That would be a sign of some heavy selling or heavy weakness coming back, right? And today, the market has not opened yet, right? The time now is about 7:08 a.m. right, just before the market opened on the 30th of October, all right, and yeah, we might start to see a bit more weakness, I would say. So let me just draw some downside targets for this chart before we look at probably what the system says for Singtel as well, all right. So yeah, probably some downside targets, I would say, right away here. Anything below that $2.10 mark, we still look a bit bearish. We might even hit towards, I think if that $2 will be a psychological support level. If that holds, okay, we might see a bit of a technical rebound from there, probably hit back to 210, maybe selling will come back again. But if that breaks down, right, probably to 190 to maybe even 180, that could be the downside for Singtel. I think we wouldn't know how low it can go because it's pretty much in a downtrend. So we wouldn't want to be holding on to counters like this in the downtrend. I mean, it can just continue to push lower and lower, right? We want to think about, if you're holding on to stocks like this, you want to think about, by right, you should have got out like way before, but you want to think about how you can have a plan to kind of like get out or reduce your exposure, or maybe think about how you can take like short positions, right? Shorts, that means you take short position using like CFD, contract for difference, to ride the downside, right, and profit from the weakness, right? Instead of just buying along the way down, that's where you're just throwing money to downtrending stock, right? Until we see like a clear sign of a reversal, or from a downtrend to maybe like sideways and maybe starting to push up, yes, then probably you want to think about buying. But right now, it seems like it's still pretty much in a downtrend, especially below some of the key levels like the $2.10 right now, alright, then we might still be weak and we might still potentially hit lower. So this is Singtel right over here on this 1GT, alright, one good trend system, which has to kind of like filter out stocks like this, whether it's in an uptrend or downtrend. But in this case, Singtel is pretty much in a downtrend, alright. So we had some bearish signals, I would say, since like May and June. Right over here, I'll not go too far, but somewhere around here, you see we had a bearish signal, bearish trigger right over here. Prices came down, right over here, another bearish signal, came down, all the way, a bit of an exit, and then we had another bearish signal somewhere in September, alright, came down as well, prices. And what is most important, alright, is that recently, alright, on this date, and this would be the 21st of October, alright, just last week, we actually had a new bearish 1GT, or look at this, the down arrow, or 1GT bearish signal, right? And you can see price started to hit down. We kind of broke that $2.10 level that I've mentioned, right? So it doesn't seem that good. I mean, we had not have any exits yet. I think we might probably hit down to like what, $2 or maybe like 180, 190, and probably what we might see an exit, but it's still weak for now, especially with this bearish signal coming out, and we kind of broke that $2.10. and there isn't any exit signal. So this is how we use the system to kind of like pull out stocks like this to kind of guide us on to focus on this stock at the same time, and also when to get in and probably when to get out as well. If so this is how we can like take short position, as I mentioned, because of this bearish signal. Or maybe when we see this bearish signal and you're holding on to like a long position, right? That means you have bought the stock, you might want to be careful because it doesn't seem so strong, right? It seems like you can push lower. Okay, so we had a bearish 1GT, or one good trend signal, all right, on the 21st of October, and there isn't any exit. Yeah, currently trading at 204 just before the market opened on the 30th of October 2020, right? So let's just see where Singtel hits to one of the downtrending weekly counters, I would say, for now. So guys, if you like this video and you have learned something about this counter, right, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and of course smash the subscribe button, right? Hit the bell, the notification, so that you will be alerted when any new videos like this comes up on different stocks that we cover, right? So go ahead and do that, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.